tell you a story about my friend Joe. Joe's walking home one night on the road he always takes, and he falls into this big hole. This deep hole. He's trying to get out. He's yelling, help, help, help. I need help, please, somebody. No one comes. Eventually, his professor from school passes by. Looks down and is like, Joe, how'd you get down there? It's like, I fell. I'm trying to get out. I need help. Can you help me? The professor thinks about it. He's like, if I help you, you might pull me back in. So he says, let me find you some help, and he leaves him. So he starts yelling again, please help, somebody, somebody help. His cousin passes by. Joe, I've been looking for you. What are you doing down there? I've been stuck. I need help. Can you help me out? Cousin says, well, I kind of got this date, and I'm running late. So if you're still here when I get back, I'll come back for you. Cousin leaves. Joe's stuck in the hole. He's yelling, help, help, please, anybody. One of his old classmates passes by and is like, Joe, is that you? It's like, yeah, man, I've been stuck in this hole. I don't know how to get out. I don't even know what I can tell you. Before he thinks about it, his friend jumps in the hole. And he looks at him like, what are you doing? Now we're both stuck. His friend looks at him and says, Joe, I've been in this hole before. I know how to get out. Let me show you. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow guests, I made a decision to become a mountain climber. And that will make sense later in the story. So, growing up, I went through life a certain way. I became Joe. I fell into these holes of debt, bad credit, bad health, and just life sucked. I felt bad, low self-esteem, lack of confidence, and I was stuck for a while, yelling, help, help, no one listened. Then eventually someone came over and said, I know how to get you out. Let me show you. And I stopped for a second, and I was like, hold on. I have to make a decision. Either I stay where I was stuck, or I allow someone to show me how to get out. So after about 2.5 seconds, I said, duh, I want to get out of this. This sucks. So they showed me how to get out. It took a while, but I got out of the hole. And I had to make a promise. The promise was, I'll show you how to get out, but now you have to see, if you see anyone else in the hole, you got to show them how to get out if you know how to get out of that hole. I said, sure. That's an easy bargain. Little did I know, almost everybody I knew was in a hole. I was like, okay. So I'm jumping in holes like, hey, do you need help? And it's like, no, I'm pretty comfortable. I'm like, really? Okay. Hey, do you need help? And you're like, nah, I got, kind of used to it. So I'm like, that's weird. People don't want to get out of holes. And then finally I met somebody who wanted to get out of holes. So I said, awesome, let's get out this hole. So we get out the hole, and now he's just like, all right, now what? I'm like, good point. This is where I became a mountain climber. How many of you guys have goals and dreams? Anybody? Now I want you to think of those goals and dreams. And think of the biggest one that if you were to achieve would change the world. And got it? Anybody? Don't gotta shout it out loud. Now, that's what I call a mountain. Something different. Something just so enticing that just fuels you up inside. And I had a big mountain. And so did my friends. So I said, okay guys, this is the hard part. I've accomplished certain mountains, but now we had a big mountain because now we're going up together. So I said, gave him some warnings. The warnings were, when you pick out your mountain in life, some people won't understand your mountain because it looks crazy big. However, you need these 5 words to get you up that mountain. I'm going to tell you those words. I'm going to the top. Now repeat after me. I'm going to the top. I'm going to the top. You guys are awesome. So, when they come to nudge you and, I tell them when they come to misdirect you or tell you things, all you got to say is,
I'm going to the top.
Awesome. So, if someone comes and says, man, that mountain's kind of too high and you don't have any experience.
I'm going to the top.
Well, it looks kind of slippery.
I'm going to the top anyway.
Man, why don't we just take this little mountain over here?
I'm going to the top. The big top.
That's too low.
Man, but your goals and dreams, they just sound like wishful thinking.
I'm going to the top.
Awesome. When someone comes up to you and says, whether it be too rocky, too steep, too slippery, you say, listen here, I'm going up. Either you're going to see me waving at the top or dead on the side, I'm not coming back. That's the decision that you got to make when you start climbing up mountains. And when you make that decision, it's like time, life, and circumstances all have this meaning, and they say, this guy over here said he's either going to go up there or die. Maybe we should just give it to him. And they end up giving it to him. So, my decision to become a mountain climber has just been mainly because the bottom sucks. Up at the top is so much space, and the bottom seems so overcrowded. So that was what I started doing, constantly for the last 2 years, climbing mountains. And it was all because I made that one powerful, simple decision to get out of the hole. And then the decision to embark on the mountain. And I read a lot of books, and this one book stood out to me from Howard Thurman. And he speaks about the decision. And he said, it's a wondrous thing that a decision to act releases energy in the personality. For days on end, a person may drift along without much energy, having no particular sense of direction and having no will to change. Then, something happens to alter the pattern. It may be something simple and inconsequential in itself, but it stamps awake, it alarms, it disturbs. In a flash, one gets a vivid picture of oneself, and it passes. The result is decision, sharp, definitive decision. And in the wake of the decision, yes, even as a part of the decision itself, energy is released. The act of decision sweeps all before it, and the life of the individual may be changed forever. When you decide to make decisions, to act, you release a power within you that increases your self-esteem, that increases and enhances your personal power, that puts you in charge of life, and life has a whole new meaning for you. It's a sense of personal freedom. Doesn't mean you're not going to have any struggles. Doesn't mean that you're not going to have any challenges. Doesn't mean you're not going to suffer any defeat. No, it doesn't mean that. What it does mean is that you're putting yourself in line with your higher calling. Putting yourself in line with your higher self. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what life is about. I'm a mountain climber. Let's go.